Hello everybody. Now we all love our iPod touches and iPhones, but don't you hate it when your battery is about to die on you and you're not even done with your full day's use? Today I'm going to show you some helpful tips that you can use to help increase your battery life. First off is brightness. Now go to settings. Now my brightness level is very high, but that's because I'm making this video. See, you want to always have auto brightness on. Now, my brightness on my iPod is always like this, set at halfway with auto brightness on. Now, if you're not familiar with what auto brightness does, auto brightness is a little tweak that makes it so it uses your iPhone's or iPod sensor to adjust the brightness depending on what room you're in and the lighting of your room. So, say you're in a room that's really bright, the brightness will crank up. But if you're in a room that's dark, the screen will dim down to consume less battery and make your screen dimmer. Now, you may be surprised, but one of the biggest things that drains an iPhone and iPod's battery is its brightness. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to go and switch that back on so you can see the screen better. The next thing is notifications. Now, for the notifications, you see I have a ton of things in the notification center. Now, I'm not going to do this because this is my test device and I don't want to shut anything off here. But basically what you do is anything that is an unneeded alert or notification you can shut off. Like for example, Tap Revenge 4. I do not need notifications from that game. So you do is you flip that off, and now on the not notification you'll see Tap Revenge 4. Or Words of Friends free. I'm going to keep that because I do use Word for Friends. You need to be notified when you get a new word, when someone sends a new word. Text Plus, FB Messenger, and Facebook, you all need that if you're going to communicate with that. But like Game Center, I don't need any updates from that. I don't need it searching for updates for that. So you're going to shut that off. That's pretty much it for that. Last one I'll shut off is calendar, because I do not use the calendar. Alright, so with that being said, that will significantly make your battery faster. That will significantly improve your battery life. Next is a big culprit. Location services. So, you see location services are on. Now, I don't recommend shutting off location services as they are very helpful and useful, but you don't really need notifications of location for all these different apps. So, Facebook. Now, the only reason Facebook needs its location is if you're going to tag where you are, or you are going to write a wall post and you want it to say where you were near. Now, I don't like this feature because I find it a little bit creepy, so I'm going to turn that off. The weather is when you pull down here, it comes up with the little weather badge, and it's going to show you where you are. But I don't want that either, because usually. But for this video, I'm going to leave that on because this is my test device, as I said before. And Find My iPod Touch, you're going to want to keep that on because you need to be able to find your iPod Touch if you lose it, and that's the only way you can do that. Alright, next thing. This is another culprit that you guys may not recognize, but it actually is a big culprit of battery loss. Go to System Services, and where it says Setting Time Zone, take that off immediately. All that does is it's always searching for what time zone you're located in, and most people do not change their time zone very often because you're usually always in the area of your same time zone. Like how many people every day are in a different time zone? So you definitely do not need that checked. And also, you can get off location-based iAds because no one wants location-based ads. Everyone hates ads. Who likes ads, you know? So that's that. Now, and then go back. The next thing. This may seem minor, but you can also, if you want to shut off some of your alerts, as far as if you have an iPhone, this is an iPod Touch, but if you have an iPhone, shutting off vibrate when you don't need it to vibrate actually will increase your battery life. If you're someone like me that gets texts and all that stuff all day during the day, it will very, very much increase your battery. But I'm not going to play with that because it's an iPod. Next, here's a really funny one that you guys might laugh at, but it's legit. If you go look at my wallpaper, it's green and it's bright and it's colorful. Now, if you go and apply a wallpaper that is black and dark, say this one, you're gonna see better battery life because your screen doesn't have to be illuminating all those colors. It's very, very minor and you won't notice it very much, but definitely if you're really one of those people that need to squeeze in battery, that would be great. Alright, next, I want you to go to General and I want you to go to Bluetooth. Make sure your Bluetooth is off when you're not using it. That is a big culprit of battery as well. I'm gonna start moving a little bit quicker here because I want to be able to get to this. Also, for the purpose of this video, I turned auto lock to never, but you probably want to make it be 1 minute, because if you forget to lock your iPod and you leave the screen on, your battery is going to die completely, very quickly. Alright, I'm going to leave that on never. Alright, next thing. Next thing is going to be something that most of you guys will not know about and will be very surprised by. Go into restrictions. I bet a lot of you haven't even done this before. Enable restrictions. Make your password 4 zeros. Now, turn off ping. Ping is not a useful feature. Nobody uses ping. Ping is really, really stupid. Now, if you're one of those people that use ping, then keep it, but literally nobody uses ping. You don't have to worry about it. That's about it for that section. So just remember your password is 0000. Alright. The next thing, if you reset your network settings, I'm not going to do it, but because I don't want to lose my Wi-Fi password because you have to type it in again. But if you reset your network settings, then it will refresh all your Wi-Fi passwords that you've submitted into the device, and that will very much increase your battery. You'd be very surprised. That's more for an iPhone because it resets it resets like the way almost as if you just got your iPhone and the data's first coming in again. It resets everything, puts everything back to zero, all the counters. Really helps out. Next is iCloud. Make sure that when you go to iCloud, make sure to make it so you only back up when you are on Wi-Fi and when you're on Wi-Fi and you are plugged into a power source, because that will drain your battery a ton. All right, let's keep going down the list here. I'm not sure if I have anything else. Hold on, let me see. Oh, of course, last thing I'm going to say. If you're ever in a bad 3G zone and you have an iPhone, make sure to switch on airplane mode, because that will really, really substantially save your battery. I know at school, when I'm in school, I have really crappy service on my iPhone. So I usually get like 1 bar of service and I don't get any data. So I always go into airplane mode when I'm at school, and that will really, really, really make your battery last the rest of the day. Also, another common tip that a lot of people don't know: when you are at home, always turn on your Wi-Fi, especially if you have an iPhone, because being connected to the 3G all the time it drains your battery as well. So if you turn on Wi-Fi at home, not only will you save data, but you will also save battery life, because all your notifications will come through the Wi-Fi hotspot and not on 3G. Final thing. If you haven't, this is for iPhone users only. Go to Settings, General, Network, and there's going to be an option for data. If this is a kind of an annoying one, but if say you get home, right? You're just getting home, you unlock your iPhone, and you're in Settings. Go. Remember. So say you're on 3G. So pretend that says 3G there, right? You before you turn on Wi-Fi, go to General Network, turn off 3G data, and don't worry guys, you still get text messages if you turn off 3G data, and then turn on your Wi-Fi so you're not connected to any data at all when you're at home, and that will really, really make your battery good, because your 3G antenna will not be used at all, and you'll all strictly be running off Wi-Fi. So guys, to conclude this video, I'm going to put my brightness back to where I want it. And I'm going to say that are my tips for prolonging, I should say, your iPhone or iPod Touch or even iPad battery life. Thank you for watching, and as always, subscribe, and please rate and comment, and have a nice day, as always.
What a world that I'm living in. Will the rainstorms ever end? Still I feel my path narrow, I run again. Seem happiness is gone again. And then you see them gray clouds up above Maine. Metaphor to my life, man. Still I feel my heart stronger than it's ever been. Strong.